What is up, guys? iiamjoeyy here, and welcome to a whole new video. So this is a very quick video of some brand new information that we have received like literally yesterday, and I really didn't want to talk about this or know about this until I properly read on it and read the comments. So before I start this video, I want to say again, thank you so much for 1,000 subs. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And for everything UK graded, we try and keep it here on iiamjoeyy. So please do like the video if you find it of any use, and subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let's get on to what we want to talk about today. So of course, everybody knows Graded Gem. Everyone knows them now. Obviously, it's one of my most watched videos introducing Graded Gem to you guys. So Graded Gem, if you don't know, are a middleman service for PSA in the UK, which send to the USA in bulk at a cheaper service to if you were going to send it yourself. That is who they are. They're essentially a middleman service for PSA. They are officially on the PSA website as a third-party listed whole, not seller, but they're on the PSA website as a licensed PSA provider, middleman servicey type thing. They're a licensed one of those. So Graded Gem is predominantly ran by the front people are Connor and Tom, which are really nice guys, and they work really hard for the company and for us guys who have graded our cards via their services especially over this past year. So that's who Graded Gem are, and I'll leave all the links to the description as to who they are, all the links to their websites, their social medias, all sorts of stuff if you want to get to know them more. However, we are talking about Graded Gem today, but why are we talking about them? We're not talking about them because of PSA, we're talking about them because there is rumours that they are starting their own grading company here in the UK. Now, I just want to go very clearly, this is a rumour, this has not been confirmed, this is literally people talking, so this is obviously me just putting my 2 pence in on what I think why this would be good and why this would be bad. But mainly why it's a good thing for the UK grading structure as a whole at the moment. So at the moment there's about 7 UK grading companies that have all of a sudden popped up. Some are great, some are not so great, some are finding their feet, but in my opinion they all serve a purpose. They serve a purpose to compete with each other, and ultimately, unfortunately, not all of them will survive. I personally don't think anyway. I think 1 or 2 will survive, and they can then compete against each other like PSA and Beckett and CGC in America. So that's ultimately my whole take on the grading scene as a whole in the UK at the moment. Now, Graded Gem, I sent to Graded Gem over a year ago now. I sent in May. My May submission still hasn't arrived back, so this is an update for you guys. It hasn't arrived back. People are waiting over a year, so that's just the way it is. I have been told that they are coming. They're not lost. I have been promised that, so that's fine. I've left that for now, and we'll just wait and see. So basically, we're going to talk about, I've got listed in front of me things that we want to talk about. So their rumoured company that they're going to be starting is called Ace Grading, and it's going to be with Randolph Pokemon. Now, personally, I'm not the biggest Randolph Pokemon fan, and I'll explain why. I don't feel like it's fair to say that without giving a reason. He overprices and overhypes everything, and then tries to sell it back to you for the prices that he's, pulled out of the air, which personally, as a Pokemon fan and a collector, I don't think is fair. And then after he started doing that and pulling prices out of the air on, oh yeah, this is worth £2,000, this is worth £3,000, whatever, he then complained that there was no stock. That is like saying gold is worth, millions, and they sell it in the shop for £1,000. Everyone's going to go and buy it, aren't they? Of course they are, and flip it. So personally for me, Randolph is part of the problem, that the reason we can't buy Pokemon stock in the UK. As one of the biggest Pokemon collectors and Pokemon YouTubers in the UK, he doesn't help the issue of stock. That's my personal opinion. That's nothing against him as a person or him as a content creator. I think his content that he creates is very good. I think it's very well done. It looks good, and as a content creator, I have no disrespect for him. It's just I personally don't like the way that he will talk about Pokemon overhype it, oversell it, and then complain that there's no stock when you've literally just told everyone to go and buy it. So that's just my opinion. Anyway, Randolph is involved in this, and Connor and Tom, who are of course Graded Gem. I think they all own Graded Gem as a whole. So they want to bring out a company called Ace Grading, and the reason that we think this is because Ace Grading has been put on a .gov website, which I will put on the screen here and I have in front of me now. So Ace Grading Limited, company number 133656999, is registered at this address, and the reason that we think that this it's been incorporated on the 29th of April 2021, which means that's when it was put into place, and which means it's basically that's when it was made. So this is another grading company. Regardless, Ace Grading Limited is going to be some form of grading card company. Why do we think this is randomly linked to Graded Gem? Well, this address is the same as Randolph's address for his projects. So Randolph will have, he has like Pokemon.net, I think it is. It's his shop. I believe that is the same address as the one I've just shown you. So there's everyone on the Graded Gem Facebook group right now, and Facebook page is going absolutely mental with comments saying, oh, why aren't you talking about this, Ace Grading this and that. And I just have a few comments here that I'd like to read out for you. So basically, and we're going to talk about these. So someone shared the Ace Grading Limited page, which is how I found it, so thank you so much for that. And people are saying that I'm just going to read a few. It's not surprising. It's conflicted. Is it a conflict of interest? Of course, because they're a middleman for PSA. I'd rather stick to PSA. Surprised that they haven't done this before. Surprised that they haven't used the same name, Graded Gem, which is then obviously because Randolph's involved. Maybe it's through him. I'm not sure. But basically, I'm going to talk about now why I think this is a good thing and why I think it's a bad thing. So, firstly, I just want to say that a few months ago on their upgrades, We Need to Talk, they were, I'm going to use the word mocking other UK grading companies, saying, you know, they were basically taking the mick. I can't remember word for word what they were saying, but I did watch the video and the video is still up. They're basically taking the mick out of other UK grading companies, and when questioned, are you going to be making your own grading company? They explicitly came out and said, no, why would we do that when we have the best? And obviously the best to them is PSA. So with the comment on conflict of interest, it's very, very concerning if Graded Gem do continue the middleman service. Will PSA allow them to continue to be a middleman while having this Ace grading company if this is theirs? And I'm going to talk about now, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say I don't think they'll be involved heavily too much if they are. Maybe they're going to be shareholders. I don't think that they will be involved too much because of the PSA conflict. And I'd imagine out of the two, if I was already a provider for PSA and I had a choice to start my own grading company, which is going to be the more likelihood to have a future? The PSA. Because I know the fact that you've been pre-grading cards for years and doing this middleman service is a good thing, but PSA have the backbone. They have a worldwide audience, and you already make enough quite clearly off this. So why would you want a slice of the pie like everyone else, which everyone else is more or less failing at right now? So apart from a few grading companies who have been going now for a few months and are established, if you're not established and you're trying to pluck a grading company out of the air, you're not going to work. It's going to need to be run so well if you're going to pluck one out of the air. And that's just my opinion, because you're going to have 7 others to compete with who already have, I'm going to say, fan bases or customer bases. They're going to choose the ones that they like as opposed to a new one. That's just the way it works. You're not going to go and shop in some new burger place because McDonald's is down the road. You're going to go and shop in McDonald's because you know it, you like it, and it's cheap. It's cheaper, or you know, it's the same price. You're going to obviously go to the one you like and you know. That's just my opinion. However, this can be good. Why can this be good? Graded Gem have been doing this for years. this can work. It really, really can work really, really well if it's done right. But I think after mocking other companies for doing it, and also saying that PSA are the best, and then trying to do it for yourself, I just think you've shot yourself in the foot before you've even done it. If this is Graded Gem's project, if this is Randolph's project, then I think it's going to fail. Just because I know Randolph has got lots and lots of subscribers, but he's not a grader. Like, I'm obviously not on the same level as Randolph when it comes to subscribers and followers. But if I was to start up a grading company, which, by the way, I wouldn't even fathom the idea of, so don't, hold those comments. And I've been collecting Pokemon cards since they first started coming out. I've had hundreds of thousands over the years. I still wouldn't start a grading company because not only do not that I don't know what I'm doing, but I wouldn't do any good, because why would you trust me to grade your cards? You don't know me. I have no background experience in grading, and neither does Randolph, as far as I am aware. And to be fair, most of these other companies don't either. So that's just my opinion though. If it was just Randolph, I would say it might do well for a short period of time and he might make his money. But after that, it will just fade. It will dissolve. And the only thing that would make this work if it was Graded Gem, and they came out and they were open about it. Guys, we've been thinking about it. We're going to still middleman for PSA, so if you want to send to PSA, you can. However, we've been pre-grading now for years. We know what we're doing. This is our slab. These are our cards. This is how they're different from PSA. This is the price, so you can send to PSA for 20 quid or you can send to us for 10. And just be honest about it. I think that's the best way. But I do think mocking other companies before you've even started is not the right way to go about it. If this is what's happening. If these you got to bear in mind, these are all ifs and buts and candy and nuts. This is just people talking on the internet, and this video could become irrelevant within a day. So, but yeah, that's my take on it anyway. If you are doing a grading company, come out and tell us. We want to support you, but if you're gonna pitter-pat, if you're gonna pussyfoot around us, we can't exactly. It kind of seems a little bit sneaky, and it kind of is a little bit like, well, couldn't you have just told us in April when you took out the licensing agreement? Couldn't you have just done it when you were limited, and now you're limited? This is coming. You don't have to show us the slab. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Guys, PSA are closed, so we've decided to run our own. People I'm sure would appreciate that, but that's just my opinion. Personally, if I think Graded Gem was to run it and it was called Graded Gem, I think that would work. They've got a good following. They've got offices in Europe. There's no reason as to why it couldn't work if it was Graded Gem. But if it's just Randolph, I think it'll work for a bit, but I can't see it lasting. That's just my opinion. However, this ace grading could be neither of them, and it could be someone completely new. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Comment below what your thoughts on ace grading are. Would you support them if they were Graded Gem or Randolph Pokemon? Personally, if it was either, I would still support both of them. Obviously, I'm going to be sending to every single grading card company that I can, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can compare them all and you guys don't have to spend money and you can watch me spending my money. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all again for 1,000 subs. And before I go, I just want to shout out again to my Patreons. So thank you so much. Thank you so much to all my Patreons: Jordan Mould, Shona Brome, Hollow Raichu, Amy White, Darcy Girl, and Robert Butcher. Thank you all so much. It means so much to me. If you want to become a Patreon of the channel, please do click the links below. From as little as £1, you support the channel, and that is so amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone for watching. If you did find this useful, please do like, subscribe if you are new, as we do everything UK grading here. And I am Joey, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much, guys.